Meanwhile, Russian state media have announced the closure of railway border crossings with some of its European neighbours, what appears to be an escalation of tension in the Baltic region. According to those media reports, from today, rail movements of people and goods are to be suspended at several border crossings on Russia's border with Finland, Estonia and Latvia. No reason for these suspensions been given. Some of the rail lines were being used to export Russian fertiliser. There are now few open connections between Russia and the European Union as road crossings are limited and direct flights are still suspended. Well, Dr. Artis Pabriks is chairman of the Northern Europe Policy Centre for Defence and Security. He's a former member of the European Parliament and has held various positions within the government of Latvia, including Deputy Prime Minister, Defence Minister and Foreign Minister. Welcome to DW. How significant a move do you think this is? I mean, are these crossings much used?
Currently, we do not know the motivation behind the Russian choice, but I can say that those crossings which they decided to close, they were not very intensively used. So currently, I don't think it will affect any side of the border very much, but obviously this is some kind of a either political move or there is still something behind that.
All right. And as you say, no reason given. What would be your best guess then as to why this is happening?
Well, since Russia has not been a trustful partner of international community for a very long time, of course, there are different types of speculations. The thing is that they did this decision regarding Latvia, Estonia and Finland, but obviously not towards Lithuania, because that would cut away the former Königsberg region, which is now called Kaliningrad. But we also could suspect that this is some part of a hybrid activities against Europe at large, and possibly in Latvian case, that could be also used in internal political discourse here, because in few months we would have a parliamentary elections.
Right. I'm struggling, though, to see how that would be significant, given, as you say, these crossings are not much used.
Well, first of all, it's a political move. And secondly, clearly, Russians can decide also to close some others. So is this a part of some larger action, or it is just something technical they decided? I think nobody really knows a really good answer for this, because only speculations are around.
That's fair enough. You mentioned Estonia, Finland, Latvia. They're all reported to have raised concerns about Russian military activity and hybrid threats near their territory. What sort of things have been going on?
Well, first of all, we must remember that Russia is almost fully controlling neighboring country Belarus. And Belarus is a stage to all hybrid and organized migrant attacks against Poland, Lithuania and Latvia. It was also experienced against Finland from the Russian side. This is one thing. Otherwise, of course, we always see some kind of possible suspicious moves from time to time, and also different type of hybrid attacks within countries. But that would not be only limited to the Baltic states. That could be targeted in any community in Europe, which is less prepared perhaps than maybe border countries. So different kind of diversions, strategic communication activities, actions against individuals. I think the temperature is rising in general, so we should be ready for different type of activities also in future. We simply should be ready that Russia will escalate no matter what we do.
And while we have you, I'd be interested in your thoughts on the story we've been running about how some of the commercial vessels from Russia's Shadow Fleet are now arming themselves with machine guns to discourage Western efforts to seize them. What do you make of that?
Well, I think it is a psychological move against those who are trying or might attempt in future to stop these illegal vessels, because we know that one thing is to declare sanctions, but other thing is to really efficiently enforce these sanctions. And we know that several countries like Sweden have been enforcing these sanctions and also taking these ships and boarding these ships, while there have been some other European countries which have been abstaining from this. If we see such type of weaponry on the civilian vessels, which sometimes are not even running under the Russian flag, I don't think they can really obstruct somebody to stop. It's not enough of physical or military power, but of course it gives some kind of a psychological message.
Good talking to you. Thanks for joining us, Dr. Artis Pabriks from the Northern Europe Policy Centre.
Thank you.